Right now is the time of year that everybody's setting goals, or they're starting to think about goals that they want to set for the coming year. And here's the thing that's wrong with that. One, which is kind of obvious, but you're waiting until the new year in order to actually set that goal. Why would you wait? You're over a month away, or you're right at a month away from when that goal is going to get started. So you're going to spend next 30 days or so not working on that goal. That makes absolutely no sense, which already makes you kind of failing at it, because rather than just getting started now, you're going to wait an extra 30 days. What's the difference between now and 30 days from now? There's really not a lot of difference there. So that's the first problem with setting up your goal for next year. But the other problem with that is that a lot of times, and this is where I've struggled in the past, and with my bigger and very audacious goals, those are the goals that I struggle with the most when it comes to actually being strategic. Now, some of my smaller goals, in 1 year out, perhaps I can do that pretty well, but 5, 10 years out, that's still hard for me to figure out. And that's what I'm getting coaching on to help me with that. But I want to help you out with that 1 year goal, because usually that's what a lot of people set up goals as 1 year. So what does that 1 year goal look like? It can be anything, whatever you want it to be. But the thing is, you have to break it down from there. Because in the past, what I've done, and you're probably doing now, is you have that 1 year goal, and it's this goal that you continually think about. You might not think about it on a daily basis, but you're thinking about it throughout the year, because 2022 is going to be my year, right? Whatever year you're coming into when you're listening to this, that's going to be your year. But the thing is, nothing's going to change. And that goal, that's that year-long goal, it's a big goal for you, doesn't just happen overnight. It doesn't happen with a snap of a finger. It doesn't just happen with one simple action. It takes multiple actions. So what do you have to do? What do I have to do to make this goal happen? I have to start by actually breaking that goal down. And this is where a lot of people get in trouble as well, because they think about having to break that goal down into even pieces. So say your goal is to make $100,000 this year. A lot of people want to get to that six-figure mark and make $100,000, and that's an admirable goal. It's about $8,000 a month. I don't know what it is broken down into weeks and days, but you can do the math there. But you break that goal down and you evenly distribute it over the amount of days, and it's so much per day. I think it comes out to like $83 or something like that a day. I think, if I remember correctly, I think somebody did $1 million instead of 100,000. So one one more zero there. But you break it down into that even amount. But the thing is, every day you're not going to be able to make the $83 or the $150 or whatever that amount is every single day. And so you're going to get discouraged, one. But two, really, then you have to try and push that number. And so every day that you don't make the $83, or let's just say 100 to make an even number, the $100, now every day after that has to be distributed. So you don't make it on day one of this coming new year. So now you have 364 days to make the rest of that 100,000. So now it goes to $102 instead of 100. And then if you do it again, it's like $104, $105 instead of $100. So every day it keeps changing. So your goals for the day keep changing, and that's very complicated. And that really makes things even more complicated. But that's how we think about breaking down the goal at first, when that's actually not the case at all. That's not how you break the goal down. It's great to do that for a strategy to help you come up with, okay, I need to make $100 a day. So what can I do to make $100 a day? Okay, maybe I can sell some books for myself. Maybe a digital product that I'm coming out with right now, I can start selling that. I can do some coaching calls, and I can start figuring these things out and figure out what I need to do to make $100 every day. And that is the way to be able to do it. So you can break it down, that number, but you can't stay dead set on exactly what that number is, because it's going to change every day. But what are some actions to get you to that $100? But by first breaking down that amount and then finding the actions behind it to get you to that amount will help you be able to actually break down that long-term goal. But more importantly than that, and what I just alluded to a little bit, is finding the tasks that are going to help you get towards that goal. So a lot of people have more than just that financial goal. The financial goal is very easy because, okay, it breaks down to $100 a day. I make 2 sales, or in my case, say if I'm selling a $20 book, I'm going to sell 5 books a day in order to make $100, which we can even say, okay, I don't really make $100 directly off of it, so you got to put that into play as well. But let's keep it simple. So 5 books a day. But if I want to do something else aside that, say write another book. What do I need to do to write that book? Well, I need to figure out some of the steps I need to do. First of all, probably should actually start writing that book out, or I'm going to use a transcription for my new and upcoming book that I plan to launch in Q1 of 2022. So be on the lookout for that. But I need to break this goal down and figure out, okay, first I need to write the book, get the transcription, get it typed up in a Word doc. Then next I need to get it edited, okay? Get it edited, get a cover made for it, come up with a title first, do some marketing around it, try and see what people think, ask some questions, and there's all these steps I need to do throughout it. And it's not just about writing a book, but there I went and broke some things down. But what do I need to do on a daily basis? That's where the gold's at. That's what you need to realize. And every day you write down tasks. We all have things we have to do. And so you have things that are tasks, and as one of my mentors calls, is power task, or that power list. The things that are going to actually move you forward in your goals in life. Now there's times where there's things we have to do. We have to go take kids to the dentist. We have to go to the kids' sports game. We have to take the trash out. We have to clean the house. Those are tasks. Those are daily tasks that you might have to do some days, but those aren't tasks that are actually going to move you forward. So my mentor always talks about 5 daily tasks, doing those 5 things every single day, and eventually you'll hit your goal because you're being consistent and doing those 5 things every day. But it can't be simply just 5 things of anything, because I could clean the house every day and just do house chores inside and outside, and those are the 5 tasks I do every single day. But that's not making me $100,000 at the end of the year. So you have to have the power list. And I would say at a minimum you have one power list item on your list of things to do for the day. And that power list item has to be traced back to the goal. So again, trace back to the $100,000. So I need to make $100 today. Okay, that's power list. Make $100 today. Of course, we talked about it already a little bit. You break that down into how many sales do I need? What does that look like? Am I prospecting today? But you break that down. And so if you're not able to make that $100 today, in the next couple days, maybe that's what you do. You start prospecting, you start trying to find leads, or you build a book, write a book, not build it, you write a book. You try and talk to people to be able to get on stages to speak. You find ways to do some extra work. You can work some overtime, whatever it may be, to help you be able to make that $100 a day, or whatever else that goal is. But find those daily tasks that will help you be able to get there, which are those power tasks that will move you forward. It's not about just doing anything and having this idea, having the goal in mind, which is what a lot of people do when it comes to New Year's resolutions, when it comes to new goal, new year, or new year, new goal. They just think, oh, this would be a great goal. I would love to accomplish it, and I'm done. I've thought about it. I've gotten some ideas. And then at the end of the year, you try to do the same goal again, or you're frustrated because nothing happened. So if you're frustrated because nothing happens for you with your goals and you don't know how to set up the strategy behind it, you need some help, I'll put a link in the show notes so we can set up a 15-minute strategy call to talk over this, so you can learn some strategies on how to actually move forward and hit your goals for this coming year. But don't wait for the new year to start. Act immediately. Respond on the show notes and make a selection, decide that you are going to make a change. You're going to set up a strategy, and I'll help you with that. I will personally help you with that. We'll get on a call and discuss what you can do to move forward and what some of those tasks look like to help you actually achieve your goals. But go out there, do the power list as well, and put that strategy call on that power list for yourself. That'll help you move forward. But whatever it is that's going to move you forward is how you achieve those big long-term goals. It's about the daily tasks you're doing every single day that are part of the power list, the list that's actually moving the needle on that goal, not simply a task that you're doing just to stay busy.